Hello and welcome to my latest Spiritist Musings vlog. And today we're going to talk about why did Jesus say forgive 7 times 70? Seems like a large number, doesn't it? Now many people interpret that saying we should forgive, but it's more than that. And let's go back for a little bit. In the Old Testament was more a directive testament. People interpreted what was told by the prophets as, you will do this. The New Testament, as Jesus tells us in parables and other statements, it's more prescriptive. It says, this is what one should do. He doesn't say you're going to have eternal damnation if you don't do this or that, or your city will be destroyed if you don't follow these orders directly. No, he's merely telling you, he's giving you more information about the spirit world, about what you should do in your life. This is what Spiritism brings you. Spiritism is the third revelation when Jesus said, I'll bring you more information from the Consoler. Spiritism expands this and tells you more about what the information is, what the spirit world is about, what your part is, why you are on earth in a physical location, right? You're here to learn. Now, as is so many things in the New Testament, when we first read the New Testament without information from Spiritism, we look at it one way. But there's another way to look at it when you understand Spiritism and you understand what Jesus was trying to tell us. He was giving us hints. In Matthew 18, verse 21 to 22, it says, Then Peter came up and said to him, Lord, how often will my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? As many as 7 times? And Jesus said to him, I do not say to you 7 times, but 77 times. Why did he say that? It's more than just forgiving, have love in your heart, charity, fraternity in this life. It is all about your previous lives and, more important to many of you, your next life. Why is that? Let me explain. Let's go first from your previous life. If you had enraged people, if you've been dishonorable, if you murdered them, if you stole their money, and they have this urge for revenge and they weren't able to forgive you, they will follow you even when you're in the spirit world and when you're in your next life. According to Spiritism, this is the cause of many obsessions. First, let me say right in advance, if anyone has mental illnesses, always go to your doctor. There's medicine. Many, mental illnesses are caused by chemical imbalances. But there is a good portion of them caused by obsession from spirits who are trying to punish you in this life for something you don't even realize you did in this life, but what you did in a previous life. This is why Jesus says, forgive 70 times 7. This is so important that you forgive, because if you don't forgive, then you carry on this primitive emotions of wanting revenge. And instead of you learning, even when you're in the spirit world, and instead of you learning when you're on physical earth, you still have this urge to hate someone. Get rid of that. It does nothing to you. It makes you slower on your ascendancy to the good. Now, the other thing is, the spirit world does not like unresolved conflicts. There is a story. Back in Roman times, this woman loved this other woman's husband. She and her maid conspired to frame her, the husband of the frame the wife, I should say, of the husband that she wanted, to frame her that she was doing something wrong. And there was this hatred between them. Well, a couple thousand, 1,000, almost 2,000 years later, this original husband and wife, the lady and the maid who tried to steal her husband, came back as their children. So, and this happens, you hear this all the time. Someone who murdered someone who was a spurned lover and murdered a husband or wife, they come back as their children. So they will learn to love that person. They will learn to love that person in a brotherly or sisterly manner instead of a more passionate manner. So this is so important. This is why you must forgive, because it has not only ramifications from previous lives, but it has ramifications towards future lives. And all this does, all this thirst for revenge and get even and the wish to punish someone and to educate someone, it's all a waste of your time, because the spirit world, under the leadership of Jesus, the governor of our planet and other planets besides, knows best how to teach people how to behave and how to grow in life after life. Each one of us has a curriculum custom made by the spirit world to show us, because of past deeds, karma is real, show us what we need to do. We, as either physical human beings or spirits, do not need to show anybody anything. We need to act honorably, try to forgive, try to forget. I hope this helps you. Now, if you want to learn more about how to act and how to change your attitude and change your character so you can become less stressed, because these primitive urges, all they do is balance your chakras and your force centers, and it makes you stressed. It creates disharmony throughout your body. So I'd recommend you read about Spiritism, and also you read my book, How to Live Inner Peace Through Spiritism. It will show you the steps you need to take to get yourself free of the stress, to look at your life from the 10,000 foot level, to know that the trials and tribulations you are going through are all there for your benefit. Anyway, thanks for listening. God bless.